Let's get to work. My name is Byron, and today I'm going to be speaking about procrastination. Human beings have been procrastinating for centuries. The problem is so timeless, in fact, that ancient Greek philosophers like Socrates and Aristotle developed a word to describe this type of behavior: acrasia. Acrasia is a state of acting against your better judgment. It is when you do one thing even though you know you should do something else. Loosely translated, you could say that acrasia is procrastination or lack of self control. Here's a modern definition. So, procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing a task or set of tasks. So, whether you refer to it as procrastination or acrasia or something else, it is a force that prevents you from following through on what you set out to do. Why do we procrastinate? Okay, definitions are great and all, but why do we procrastinate though? What is going on in our brain that causes us to avoid the things we know we should be doing? This is a good time to bring some science into our discussion, okay? Behavioral psychology research has revealed a phenomenon called time inconsistency, which helps explain why procrastination seems to pull us in despite our good intentions. Time inconsistency refers to the tendency of the human brain to value immediate rewards more highly than future rewards. The best way to understand this is by imagining two selves, your present self and your future self. When you set your goals for yourself, like losing weight or writing a book or even learning a language, that means that you're actually making plans for your future self. You're envisioning what you want your life to be like in the future. Researchers have found that when you think about your future self, it is quite easy for your brain to see the value in taking actions with long term benefits. The future self values long term rewards. However, while the future self can set goals, only the present self can take actions. When the time comes to make a decision, you are no longer making the choice for your future self. Now you are in the present moment, and your brain is thinking about the present self. Researchers have discovered that the present self really likes instant gratification, not long term payoff. So, the present self and the future self are often at odds with each other, so they keep fighting. The future self wants to be trim and fit, but the present self wants a donut, you know? Sure enough, everyone knows you should eat healthy today to avoid being overweight in 10 years. But consequences like an increased risk for diabetes or heart failure are years away. Similarly, many young people know that saving for retirement in their 20s and 30s is crucial. Who doesn't know that? But the benefit of doing so is decades off. It is far easier for the present self to see the value in buying a new pair of shoes than in socking away $100 for a 70-year-old you. This is one reason why you might go to bed feeling motivated to make a change in your life. But when you wake up, you find yourself falling back to sleep in your old patterns. Your brain values long term benefits when they are in the future, so tomorrow. But it values immediate gratification when it comes to the present moment, today. Exactly, right? So, continuing with this, um, procrastination keeps on happening the in the in our brains, and somehow we pass it on to some of our friends, and then our friends do the same thing, no? So how to start an action against this, how to stop procrastination? So here we go. if you can find a way if you can find a way to make the benefit of long-term choices more immediate, then it becomes easier to avoid procrastination. One of the best ways to bring future rewards into the present moment is with the strategy known as temptation bundling. Temptation bundling is a concept that came out of behavioral economics research performed by Katie Milkman at the University of Pennsylvania. Simply put, the strategy suggests that you bundle a behavior that is good for you in the long run with a behavior that feels good in the short run. However, Here are a few common examples of temptation building. Only listen to audiobooks or podcasts while you love exercising. Only get a pedicure while processing overdue work emails. Only watch your favorite show while ironing or doing household chores, not while you're doing homework or not while you are doing a test. Okay. Only eat your favorite restaurants when conducting your monthly meeting with a difficult colleague. So this is like not us for us right now, but like in the future stuff. So here's another way of dealing with procrastination. So you know how many times we have temptations such as one of these and one of these. So with this, you can do a lot of stuff. If you have one of these beside you the entire time while you are doing your homework or taking a quiz or trying to study, somehow this always finds the best time out of us. So, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of adults, their best advice would be to put to turn off your phone completely and put it on a room where you can like not necessarily see it, but it's difficult for you to go and get it. So therefore, your brain is like, okay, I'm gonna focus on this. I'm focused on this. It is too hard for me to go over there and grab that phone right now because like it's too far. And that way, our procrastinate, what's it called? The temptation of grabbing our phone will be lesser. Procrastination is a factor that has probably hit every single college student during a certain moments, but it actually is not a good benefit for no one. Anyways, my call to action would be towards you guys is put away everything that distracts you, set your long-term goals straight, make that present self of yours go into action immediately, and make sure that everything that you are doing or you intend to do, you always make sure that you let God know because that's the best thing you can do. Um, and I hope that after this presentation, you can actually put yourself in a place where you can where procrastination can no longer be a factor that what's it called that diminishes you as a person and makes you a better person. Thank you and have a great